Hi-yo! Hello! And happy Sunday to everyone joining us.
Or as I like to say, Monday Eve.
Monday Eve. That doesn't sound as good as
Monday should be wonderful.
Yeah, it should.
We're, God willing, all going to make it to another Monday.
Only problem with Mondays is we have an alarm clock.
Yeah.
The only problem, guys, I have a story to tell you. This is a true story of something that happened yesterday, right here.
I thought you were going to tell the Instagram story.
No. No, you guys don't get to hear that. So seriously, guys, this was, and I'll have to pull up a picture and show you guys. But, hey, Jen.
Hey, beautiful.
But what had happened was, let me shut your phone off. Oh, you already did. Look at you.
Hello.
Okay, so yesterday, guys,
hello, beautiful.
You guys know that we are in Las Vegas, so we're in the desert. And I'm sorry that we look so tired. I look so tired.
You're gonna
you
show
actually
me a picture.
don't. You look good. Anyway, so we're in the desert. So when it gets to this temperature, like today, it's like 110 degrees outside. We start to get scorpions. And we've been through like how we use chemical-free pest control, and we haven't seen a single scorpion outside the house.
Except for the one in my shower about 2 months ago.
And then yesterday, so what had happened was, every week we make 2 gallons of organic green tea, and that's what like I drink every morning and throughout the day. We drink it. So I make it on the stove, and then I transfer it into this glass dispenser that we keep in the fridge all week, and then we drink. And then we drink it. However, yesterday it was like last week I made it on like Monday or Tuesday, and I was really busy, so I was juggling like a lot of different things while I was making it. And just threw it in the fridge, done, and drank. So yesterday we were out, and I was like, "Hey, Leah's." Yesterday I was like, "Okay, I'm going to make some more tea." So we pull out. Because it was down to like the last sip, couldn't even get any
more out. So I was going to pour what was left into a bottle for her so she could have the end of it.
Right. And at the very end of the, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it or not. No, they can't see that. Let's see if you can see mine. At the very bottom was.
Tilt it down.
There we go.
Can you see it?
Yep. That's the bottom of the tea that we had been drinking all week. There was a scorpion in our tea. A scorpion at the bottom of our tea. I don't know how it got there. It stays closed, so it couldn't have gotten in the fridge. It had to have been done while I was making it because I was making it in a rush. I don't know, but I like almost threw up. There was a
Jay is not a vegetarian. So funny.
Not anymore.
Hey, Carolyn.
Hey, Carolyn and Noreen.
And Danielle. And
Danielle.
Hey,
Heather, did I dream this, or have you been gone for a while and this is your first time back? Because I think she came back on Wednesday. I couldn't remember. Anyway.
Trish said, "Hi, ladies. Sing to me." Hello.
We are the 2 crazy cat ladies. That's another story.
Yeah, Danielle. It made Jay like gag for I don't know an hour. Every time she thought about it, she was like, "What?"
I was literally like gagging. I was like, "Oh my gosh, am I gonna die?" I posted it on my personal Facebook page for reassurance, and they said that some people eat scorpions in different countries.
Door. Yeah.
Oh,
it was Patricia.
It was horrific. And all to say, we haven't actually made any more tea. We took it out, and then we were like,
no. Heather said, same thing happened to me. It was in my water bottle, and I didn't discover it until it hit my
Stop!
She talked about that afterwards. She was like, I am so grateful that it has this little dispenser, the little spigot thing that it probably couldn't fit through because can you imagine?
If that would have gotten into I put it in like a bottle and I fill up my bottle and then drink it, I would have died. I would have died.
Like freaked out,
screamed, ran like probably over to the neighbor's house and asked them to call 911 or something. Like it was what? How?
What?
Why? So bad.
What? Yeah. So that's our great story.
Yeah, you shouldn't miss it. What was that?
Hey, Julie.
Dana. Yeah, one of the things you do not miss about. Yeah.
You know what's crazy is that we've lived in Las Vegas for 14 years. We used to live in the southwest part of the valley. We moved up to the northwest part of the valley about 6 years ago. And
we had never seen
We've never seen a scorpion.
Everybody said, "Oh, there's scorpions in Vegas," and we were like, "I think they're lying," because we have never ever seen them until
not
we moved
hiking,
into this
not
house.
camping, not in our home.
Yep.
Not even heard about them near our home. But we moved up here, and it's like, well, hello.
Yeah.
This is uncomfortable.
Yeah. So so we were drinking scorpion tea.
Yeah, and everyone was commenting, like, now you guys have superhuman powers, and you guys like superhuman stuff, and we were like,
I'm not quite sure what that means.
Saying that
we're not into like the superhuman or superhero,
like hashtag Marvel, but
Marvel
I'm thinking there must be a character that
there's probably somebody.
And then I was thinking Spider-Man, wasn't he like bit by a spider and then like wasn't that a thing?
Oh, maybe. So maybe somebody was stung by a scorpion and turned into
a Ant-Man. Isn't there an Ant-Man?
I don't know. We're not totally into it. So
she said I was driving when it happened and literally almost crashed my truck.
I would have crashed my truck.
Have died. Julie, so what you missed was we had a scorpion in our, we make tea every week, like 2 gallons of tea, and put it in this big glass, like decanter thing, with a little spigot on it. And we got down to the very end. We're going to pour out the rest of it into a bottle because someone come out, and there was a scorpion in the bottom.
A dead scorpion.
So we had been drinking scorpion tea for the entire week.
Yes.
That's what had happened.
Yeah, it was. I was like, only us.
Yeah, Danielle said the most we have in the UK is spiders. I'm now very grateful for those spiders, better than scorpions. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. You never want to be. Yes. You never want to be stung by a scorpion.
I was stung on the bottom of my foot last year.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was real
bad.
But
I remedied that with essential oils and
a curcumin wrap.
Curcumin mixed with
tea bag.
Curcumin, a tea bag, a curcumin mixed with sesame oil. Like I looked up all of these natural remedies.
Right.
And
I mean, when you get a scorpion bite, that's not when you want to be like, I wonder which one will be best. We were just like throwing the kitchen sink at it. But then afterwards, because it was an Arizona bark scorpion that stung me, and people were talking about being in an extreme amount of pain for 4 to 7 days, within 9 hours, it was bearable. And it was a very painful situation.
Yep.
I was numb up my leg. It was bad, so painful. So this is why we say, though, if you're going to supplement or treat things naturally, do it one thing at a time, because then we didn't know which one was the one that really helped.
Now, if somebody gets stung by a scorpion,
we're like, do 17 things immediately.
One of them helps.
One of them works really well.
Right? Okay.
It could have been a collective effort.
It could have. Okay, so welcome everybody.
Gregory.
Hey Gregory. Thank you guys for joining. If you're joining for the first time on a Sunday evening, it is our cat tip review. So Monday through Friday, we always give you guys a cat tip. So it's a less than 1 minute, because we also post it on Instagram. Little tip for your cats and ways that you can help your cats be happier, healthier, livelier little beings. And then on Sunday we come back and we go live in the evenings, and we go over those reviews so that we can expound upon them more and give you a little bit more
information. You know how we love to ramble.
And we talk a lot.
We love to talk a lot.
So I'm going to talk with you guys.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
And you guys always make our weekend.
Yes, and
every weekend.
I also want to do a shout out. We're really excited. So on Wednesday nights we go live with the Q&A. So you guys have any cat questions, you can come on and ask us questions about your cats. And this past Wednesday, was it this past Wednesday? Yeah, this past Wednesday we did a giveaway of a free product.
Was that this Wednesday?
Yeah, because we did the drawing on Thursday night.
The drawing. That's right. Wow, where did the time go?
It was a busy week. But we did a drawing of, or a giveaway for a free product from Primal. So what Primal is a pet food company that makes
pre-made raw food
that we feed for one of the brands that we feed our cats. And we had an outpouring of response from you guys, and we were literally in tears, like really excited, because there were so many of you that have never tried to feed your cats raw, and you're interested in it. Just being interested is what really excites us. So we did a drawing, and then we said, because we only had 2, we said, hey, Romero.
We need more.
We said we need more.
Temples.
So just so you know, we did reach out. We've actually reached out to 2 different companies now, Primal and a company called Answers, who we also feed now.
Oh my God.
And they are going to be hooking us up and helping us out to give away more of these types of free cat food for your cats. So we're going to do more giveaways. So stay tuned into our lives. I'm thinking we'll probably start into our lives. Stay tuned.
Look at all them fingers with no buddy strap on.
I know. I'm kind of nervous.
Good.
However, we're going to be doing more. So keep coming, keep hanging out at our lives, because we want to give giveaways.
We want everyone to try it,
who has not tried raw and wants to try raw. We want to share them with your friends, share the lives with your friends, tag your friends, get other people involved. We want to make
it easy for you guys to just start taking that steps. Yeah. And to me, like, I'm the person that's like, you got to make change real easy for me. You got to make it not expensive. Like, even if I know something's good, I just need an easy path, And that's why a free product is so exciting, because then you get to go and check out a local pet boutique. You get to me, it was mind-blowing for me the first time I walked into a pet boutique, because I was the girl that walked into Walmart, grabbed a bag of litter, grabbed a bag of Meow Mix, and I went out the door. Like that, yep, happy elbows, Trish, you know what I'm saying? And that was me. That was it. That was my cat shopping. Until
she learned more and started doing better. And these small local pet boutiques, first of all, you're going to be supporting local business. Boutiques, pet stores. You're going to be supporting local business, which is just a great thing in general. But the people that own these shops, guys, have like a story behind why they care about your cats and dogs and the health and well-being of them. And they're carrying brands that you will not find at Walmart or Petco or PetSmart or these big box stores.
It's just true.
So it is kind of like mind-boggling and fun.
So
and
exciting.
You develop a relationship with these people. And if you're like crazy cat lady like me, you don't really get out a lot. Like, you don't really have relationships with local people except the stores you go to, right? And then so like our local market where we shop for our food.
She knows all the cashiers.
We know them. And then our pet store. Yeah. So there you go. All right. Let's dig right in. So cat tip of the day on Monday is a big one. Mary said my phone went out last week, so I missed it. Oh, well, Mary, just stay with us because we're going to be doing more.
We're going to be doing more. Yeah, and Dana is so right, Danielle. The smaller the scorpion, the more dangerous the venom. Yes, it's an ugly fact. Yeah. That's so true.
Yep. We're learning all kinds of stuff about scorpions. Like how gross they are in your teeth. Okay, so on Monday, guys. So Monday was a very serious one. I really, really, really want to give you more of this story. So it was about flea medication. And I know we talk about this a lot, and sometimes we dedicate an entire life to it. And it's in our cat tips quite often, but it's flea season in full effect now, guys. And I got to tell you the story. So one of our friends reached out last weekend in tears. Her dog, it was her dog, but let's follow the story. Her dog was having seizures, was having head tremors, and she sent me a video. I won't show you guys because you will cry, of her dog. I didn't get the video at first. So we have a phone consultation. We do a little FaceTime. We're trying to figure out like what's going on. And then she sends me the video, and my first reaction was, when was the last time your dog was treated for fleas? And she said it was 5 days ago. 4 or 5 days ago. And it was one of these chemical flea medications that is common to use and likely recommended or given by the vet. And
hers was.
And I was like, holy crap, this is a reaction to the flea part. She was like, so many days later, you think that could still happen? Yeah, it actually can. And she's used it before. She's used it before, and it didn't happen before. And this is the issue, guys, because so many of us say, oh, I always use Advantage Frontline, Revolution, blah, blah, blah. My cat's never had a reaction to it. Sure, yet. Maybe your cat hasn't had a reaction yet, but when you do not want to see your cat having a seizure, you do not want to see this type of reaction. And the majority of the time, even the vet, because she had already taken her dog to the vet, and the vet didn't know what it was. He wasn't having a reaction at that time, but the vet gave him steroids and antibiotics and said, I don't know what it is, but he's not going to relate, first of all, because it was recommended by the vet or given by the vet, I'm not sure. Not going to relate this back to the flea medication.
Recommended medication.
But not even going to think about it probably, but if so, not going to, because it was recommended, you got to save your license. I think that's all as far as I don't think there's a two, but
it just reinfused our passion to please go natural when it comes to.
There are so many products out there, guys. There are tons of products. There are home remedies you can use. There are things you can put together yourself for really cheap. There are, we have a product called Flea X. It's all natural, completely safe. It's not going to create these kind of side effects. So the cat tip on Monday was, please, 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 for your cat's sake, go as natural as possible when it comes to flea control.
Yes.
Now, you may try one product and say, I tried to go natural, it didn't work. Fine. When you're going natural, not all products are going to be equal. They're not all going to work the same, and sometimes it's not a fit for your cat, but your cat's not going to get a side effect. So you could try a different product.
Right.
And there's some places where the fleas and ticks are really bad and your cat's indoor, outdoor, and you're like, there's absolutely nothing. You've tried a ton of products and they haven't worked. Try to limit the amount of chemical flea medication that you use, and use 1 month advantage, and 1 month, and only use half that dosage. Like that same dosage is good for every size cat, right? And it has to work, so they're going to give you a double dosage anyway. And then go natural for the next month. Do your best to keep your cats away from these types of chemicals, so you can not have to suffer the seeing your cat in that way. And your
so
cat
many of you guys are
too.
commenting right now. Dana said, no way, never again. My dog had seizures 3 days after chemical flea treatment.
Yep.
Had to learn that one the hard way.
Yeah,
that's how
Dana,
so many of us learn. Jen said, vet wanted to give prophylactic flea treatment at their last visit, and I flat out refused.
Yep.
Good for you, Jen.
Good, Jen.
Danielle, I've seen this with my little boy. The vet overdosed him. It was awful.
Yeah. Oh, Danielle.
Oh, and Dr. Lori Kosher, my favorite lady's talking one of my hot buttons, flea products.
Yes.
Oh, we are fired up about it.
Super fired up because, and she was going through, right? She was, and she's a typical pet parent, right? I mean,
typical.
Yeah, I mean, they love your dog. Is going to do anything for them. Still following the vet's advice, but also trying to do some natural routes. She had just used some natural products. And was like, oh, this is the only thing that I, did differently today is I use this natural product, which didn't cause that. But not being able to really connect what was actually going on until she talked to somebody that was able, that deals with this kind of stuff. And unfortunately we do deal with this kind of thing. And we have for the past 14 years seen so many sad cases when it's a friend and it's when it's close to home, it hits harder. But you never want to see your cat go through that.
Julie said that's the key word. They are chemicals. So many times at CatCon 2 weeks ago, Liz said, poor Diesel, but he's looking so much better now after your help. Dr. Kosher said, I got dogs seizuring and having adverse reactions to Seresto. I've seen that commercial so many times. It makes me sick to my stomach.
And oral and flea product, tick and flea products. Yeah, the oral ones are some of the worst, right? Because that's literally going in and putting all these pesticides into your cat.
These chemicals.
So
that's
that,
how toxic
so that it makes your cat toxic. It literally makes your cat toxic so that the fleas aren't attracted to it.
Die.
Yeah, so that it's like excreting through the, like
if we, and I remember this back in the day before I met you, I had a flea infestation. You know what I did? I went and I asked my vet what I needed to do, and they said, you need to bomb your apartment. I went and got like this can that exploded, and they said, you have to be out of the apartment for 24 hours. So I lived in a car for 24 hours with my cats in a litter box and their food, And when we went back in there, it smelled so bad for 2 or 3 weeks. I didn't think the smell would ever go away. But that is how, and everything was dead. Great. But I think about that smell. Now, if we're painting the guest room, we put in air purifiers, we open windows, like we're very aware of what those fumes are. It's just a matter of, taking the time to think about stuff for ourselves and trying to make the best decision. possible for our situation and for our cats.
Yes.
Lord have the mercy.
Yep.
Hey, Terry.
Yeah. So cat tip of the day on Monday was please go natural with your flea products.
Yes.
Okay. Cat tip on Tuesday.
Oh, was a piggyback on top of Jay's.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were talking about seizures and how traumatic that can be to see that happen. How very important it is to just have to Mr. Biddles. Here he comes prancing. Hi, sweetie. To be a little proactive. You know, this is a topic that we've talked about a lot. It's worth a few minutes of thinking about what you would do. And it's not just flea products that can cause seizures. I mean, there's medical conditions. There's reactions to other things that we may have in our home that can cause these things. Sounds sometimes even cause these with cats. They find it more in older cats. But to be proactive about thinking what you would do if you found yourself in that situation. Number one, it's always really important to know if your vet is open, what their hours are, how to get there. If you're in an emergency situation, you want to know where your nearest emergency clinic is. You want to try to remain as calm as possible. Move your kitty away from stairs or somewhere where they could fall. Try to stay away from their mouth because they may accidentally bite you and you don't want to add that to the mix. And know what you're kind of get a game plan for how you're going to handle that so that you can give the quickest care possible in a calm way, and then deal with the issue. Yeah. So that was my just proactively thinking about what to do in those emergency situations.
Yeah. Don't try not to freak out, and because that can actually make it worse. So that's one of the. But you know, also what we find is that the majority of if your cat is not epileptic, and that's kind of rare, I believe, but a lot of these, the majority of seizures are stemming from some type of inflammation in the body. So keeping that inflammation low. Did you already say that?
No, I didn't talk about inflammation. I should have. That was part of the cat tip. Yeah,
that keeping that inflammation low proactively is also super helpful. But if your cat has suffered a seizure, then using products that I forgot to text him. Sorry, we just got a text that came through from the guy that I was supposed to text, my hairdresser. Anyway.
A beautiful friend. I love you so much. The leprechaun dance. Hey.
Is that what he said?
Marilyn! Almost missed you guys. It was good putting together cat food for most DIY. You are forgiven because you are an awesome cat mom.
Yes, Marilyn. And a top fan. All right. So yeah, keeping that inflammation low is very important. Making sure that you're giving, their supplements. Our Catalyst is a great anti-inflammatory product. Krill oil, or like omega-3s are a really great way to reduce inflammation in the body. There's a lot of, supplements out there that you can use proactively to keep that inflammation down, which helps for a numerous amount of things, seizures being one of them.
Kimberly said my cat just had 2 kittens.
Congratulations, Kimberly.
Congratulations.
Yay.
How exciting. There's something about kittens, yeah. We hadn't had kittens until Friday and Zorro last year. We hadn't had kittens in our life in 14 years. So we love us all.
Terry is replying to Dr. Lori Kozer reported to the vet and the company. Oh.
She's got dogs seizuring and having adverse erections.
Erections. Yeah, Terry, Dr. Lori Kozer actually is a vet. So that's the
she's the I am the vet.
Yeah, she is the vet that is dealing with these cases of seizures because of the flea medication. So
but it's just it really is just a matter of, I think back 20 years ago, how much I didn't know and the mistakes that I made. It's really just a matter of trying to learn more.
So also tell your cat loving friends, tell people,
spread the word.
Spread the word, let people know, because we need to get our cats on track with being like the healthiest, happiest, and longest living animals on the planet.
We're so excited about that.
We're going to make that happen. Okay, Wednesday. Oh, Wednesday we were just talking about, I was talking about the health of your cat's coat. So the health of the coat is directly proportional to the overall health of your cat. Right? That's why you can always
can I time out? Max is here. Hey,
Max.
He said, are we drinking scorpion tea tonight?
He saw the post.
In fact,
no, but we just told the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, we haven't even made any
I
more
think
tea.
we have a little PTSD.
Kind of been,
we have it all washed out. We were going to
tealess.
make it today, and then we're
We've
like,
been
we still can't
tealess
do
for
it.
the past 2 days. Yeah.
Sorry.
But
anyway, healthy coat.
We will.
Thanks for
yeah,
asking.
so the health of your cat's coat is directly proportional to the overall health of your cat. That's why you can, when you see, like, a lot of people comment on, for instance, like Friday and Zorro, right? They have, like, the healthiest coats. And most of our cats do. I would say all of our cats do.
Oh, they're so
but
silky.
Mr. Biddle needs a
Biddle's
little
struggles.
grooming.
He needs help.
But it's because we keep our cats healthy, right? So you want to pay attention to their coat. If their coat starts to dull, or if their coat, or if they're excessively shedding, this is a. I mean, they're going to shed. Their cats, they're going to shed. But if they're excessively shedding, you're noticing that they're shedding a whole lot more. Then you want to really pay attention to their diet and the nutrition that you're giving them, because it will show with their coat. So basically, pay attention to your cat's coats, and if you see a difference in their coats, then let's up that nutrition. Contact us. We can go through steps so we can see, different things. We can change up the diet. We can add in some supplementation, whatever it is that will help support that coat.
Hi, Elaine. Hello to you. Dr. Lori Coacher said, how old is Mr. Biddles?
He's
Biddles
15
is
now.
15 and a half.
15 and a half.
15 and a half.
Yes. And he's always had he just has one of those coats that is.
I've seen so many cats that look identical to Mr. Biddles. It's like a long-haired Russian blue kind of thing. But super like dense undercoat that's nearly like, I don't even know how to explain it. It is like, it's so dense. It's
very dense. Yeah, he needs a lot of care. So we have to groom him a lot more.
We supplementally help him with his project.
Yeah, and sometimes actually right now we actually shave him a lot of times because he'll start to get mad at this time of year, and he loves to be shaved. I know it's not necessarily like we've read things that you shouldn't shave your cats, but he loves
and in the summertime, I mean, I think Dr. Karen Becker said, unless your cat needs to be shaved for medical reasons. And sometimes Mr. Biddles, I feel, has verged on that. He will literally have mats pop up that are so solid overnight, it seems. And he gets them in his belly and in his little areas that he does not like to be groomed in. So we'll try to cut them out. But we'll give him his summer due from time to time. Yeah. He loves it. And he's one of the cats that will tolerate being shaved. Yeah. And it's summertime where our house is at 80 degrees.
It is not pretty at first, guys.
No,
it is like a
horrible
haircut. It looks like a horrible haircut. Yeah. But he feels so good, and once it starts to grow back and like
a kitten,
even out of it,
he starts chasing his tail and running all over the place and playing with his brothers.
He runs a lot more. He gets way excited. So yeah, that's Mr. Biddle's story.
They don't know what's going on. They eat the same food.
Rabbit coat plush.
So Danielle said, one of my cat's coat is lovely, but my other one isn't, and I don't know what's going on. It could be that it's, maybe every cat has a different help.
Yeah, every cat has a different like nutritional need, right? And some of it's just complete genetics. And some of it is like due to something that happened a long time ago, even. So like one cat, like Mr. Biddles, and
cat. I'm looking it up.
Check out these pictures.
Oh, okay. Sorry. We just lost like 10 people because we're not paying attention.
Sorry.
I forgot what I was saying.
Something about coats.
Oh yeah, each cat needs something a little bit different. So like some of our cats, we know like Mr. Biddles gets a lot more different types of immunity boosters and health supplements, digestive enzymes, things like that. He gets a lot more of that than our other cats because he needs more of that. So there are things that you can do for one cat versus the other cat that can really help.
Trish said my Misty's coat is like Mr. Biddles. I just trimmed her yesterday. She gets mad so quickly too. Yes. Yep. And Dr. Koger specified rabbit coat, like super soft and dense. I literally thought that was a type of cat I'd never heard about.
Yeah.
It's like, are you kidding me? How do I not know this?
That's why
because I've tried looking him up another number of times.
Yeah, super soft and dense. Yeah, that's basically him. It's and super long too.
Do you think because he's poorly with a heart condition, does that play a part? He doesn't have a heart condition.
No, she's probably talking about hers. Her cat?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, it absolutely can be.
Danielle.
Yeah,
Yes, I'm
because
sorry.
we're talking about the coat as a result of the overall health. Are you using Ubiquinol? That's one of our
Supplements
go-tos
for.
that we recommend, Danielle, for cats with heart conditions. And you can use it proactively. All of our adult cats get Ubiquinol now. We did a cat tip on that a few weeks ago. It's like CoQ10, but it's like the active ingredient within CoQ10. And Dr. Mercola makes it. And it comes in it like real easy to use and not exposed to or air. It can't be oxidized or whatever. In a little pump spray.
Yeah, it's great.
And
the babies love
time.
it. I mean, they love it, meaning they
It's
don't
tasteless.
even know it's in there.
It's tasteless.
So
Yeah.
it's fantastic.
So Ubiquinol.
Yes, he is like a fluffy little bunny. But what's funny is that his overcoat is more coarse. It's his undercoat, and that weird erection. That undercoat. I can't talk tonight, y'all. That's super dense. I mean, it is such a fluffy fur thing. It's crazy.
Yeah, and it's been like that his whole life. And he was the runt of a litter. And we
don't know what his story was, but he was nothing but fur and bones when we found him.
Yeah.
He was about this big, he had a big gash in his head. He was a hot mess.
Yeah.
And he's always been
been a little, but he's also been a baby. Like he is still the baby of our family, like the one that is like everybody has to take care of. Even the kittens now take care of him or chase him, whatever. He's
He's
also a bottom.
Jay thinks that he had some sort of head injury, which maybe he did.
He's a little
just
slow.
He's a little slow, but he's boy
the
in the whole world.
Yeah, he is.
He's such a love. Ooh, my handsome man crush is here. Hello,
Trish said
Jim.
it's a good point. She has a cat with heart issues too, and his coat is not as nice as the others. Yeah, so it definitely can be. Okay, so cat tip on Thursday is something that we have to. I have to do a little. You go ahead, and then I have to do a cat mom confession.
Oh,
I have to do a cat mom
confession. Do I know
confession.
about this?
No.
Wow, I love lives. I learned so much about what's going on in my life. Okay, so Cat Tip on Thursday was about, back it up a little bit. Cat Tip on Thursday came from Christy Bennett, I believe was her last name, on one of our lives last week when we had all the earthquakes. I mean, we were in epicenter of the earthquake, but we had our chandelier swinging, and then we've got friends that are getting ready for a hurricane, and friends that have dealt with the fires in California. And it was just a reminder to have an emergency kit ready. If we find ourselves in a situation where we need to go like right now, we got to roll, then know where
like
a cat carrier,
house fire, right?
Right. Know where a cat carrier is. Have like a little pack ready so that we can just roll out, and we're not, and we're going to be fine for at least 24 hours.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Any medications that our cats are on. Any.
Right. Yeah.
What is the cat confession?
Cat mom confession is we don't have one.
That's true, but I do know
but I have to say this. So she did this on Thursday, and I was like, so true. That is true. But we don't have one. So we're telling you guys to get one, but we don't have one. So I had on my list on Friday, emergency kit, create an emergency kit. I've got in my head everything that I'm putting together, but I didn't get to it on Friday. So I put it on our list for today. And we didn't get to it today. So we're going to be doing that maybe tonight while we're making tea. Because I have already in my head, and I know where everything is, and I know like what to grab, but we need to put it into a kit, into an actual kit, because we don't have a lot of natural disasters here, right? We don't get tornadoes. Earthquakes happen like every 5 minutes, I think, but we never feel them. It's never been like a big thing here. You don't like, there's no hurricanes. Like we get scorpions, but we're not going to run out of the house for that. So we haven't really been proactive about that. However, our house could burn down, and we have to grab all of our cats and something for them. That is absolutely something that could happen, that we need to have an emergency kit for. Right. And I would say add an OxyCat to that emergency kit.
Oh, yes.
Definitely. It's always an emergency kit.
Yeah. Dr. Kozer asked if I'm still loving the funky beer. I am. It's not like the best beer in the world, but I'm a big, I like good dark beers to sip on. This is a lighter beer, but it's refreshing. It is refreshing. Danielle said like a baby bag for the hospital. I have those for both of mine. You are a way better cat mom than us. we're working on it.
Yes.
So I was like, you know what? We're not putting the cats in carriers. We're just putting them in the car, which I know is not like what you should do.
Well, we might have to put them in carriers in order to get them all out in a quick amount of time.
Yeah, that's true. We're going to work on an emergency plan.
Yeah.
Elizabeth asks, I have a foster mom cat with four one-month-old kittens. Mom tries to attack me when I approach her. Any suggestions on how I can make mom trust me using feel-away diffusers already? Oh my goodness. Is the mama cat feral? Is she...
Yeah.
Is she... Yeah, Danielle.
It can take some... Yeah. Yes. It can take some time to gain that trust. You probably already know the steps. Like you can go to Jackson Galaxy's website and see a lot of information on this, but you kind of slowly, first of all, the number one thing is make sure that you keep your stress really low. So cats have like 200 million smell sensors, and they can literally smell your stress. And this is not like a funny thing. It's a scientifically proven thing. We let off a hormone called cortisol whenever we're stressed out. So they can smell that and they fear that, especially if they're protecting their babies, right? So you want to keep your stress as low as possible. And then, slowly, obviously feeding, helps, moving a little bit closer and a little bit closer, doing the certain things that you have to do to gain the trust is what I would do in that situation, at least.
Well, and I'm wondering, do you need to be caring for the kittens as well? I know some mama cats can be super protective. Are you having to give the kittens supplemental care? I mean, I know when mama had 5 kittens, I had to bottle feed all 5 of them because she had a terrible mammary gland infection, and she was recovering from surgery because we prolapsed her uterus. But all to say that you could tell that she was like, don't touch my babies, So depending on what kind of care you're needing to help them with,
and you can reach out to us, private message us, and we can go through like different steps on like different things that we can do to gain her trust
and feel more comfortable.
Help her feel more comfortable.
And to make sure that she does have a space that feels very secure for her and her babies.
Yes.
So that, not a high traffic area, somewhere where she can feel secure.
Yeah. If you're fostering, you probably already know this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So cat tip of the day on Friday, guys.
Already Friday.
We're gonna have to write this down so I can show you guys.
Damn it.
I have it somewhere. I don't know.
Let me see if I can.
No.
If it's right there, I'll just
it doesn't matter. We'll have somebody put it in the links. But let's talk about this, guys. Okay, so we shared 2 articles this week. One of them was on Friday. One of them was on Monday. So on Friday, we shared an article from truthaboutpetfood.com. Love you, Susan Thixton. Thank you. About how the FDA is now literally come out and said, no, you cannot know, as cat parents, you will not and cannot know where the ingredients in your cat's food comes from, what they actually are. They've been trying to really work hard to get them, get AFCO, and AFCO says, nah. And
was that your first flip off with your finger? Whoa.
And the FDA is the federal government, so we're trying to get them to enforce the laws that they have that say that would basically give us an idea of what that means. If it said what the ingredients mean, right? So if it says chicken, we think, and what is chicken meal, and what is chicken byproducts, and blah, 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 and beef, right? Like, if you read the article, it can actually say beef and not be a cow. Like, it can be all kinds of gross things, roadkill, rendered, diseased,
terrible
animals that were thrown, euthanized animals. That can actually be in our cat's food. And what Susan Thixton is trying to do is get the regulators to say, to tell us what these ingredients are, so we as informed cat parents can make a better decision, right? We have the choice to make the decision. If we know that this food contains diseased animals, do we want to feed it to our cats? But they said
we should have the
no.
choice.
The FDA said no. So we shared that on Friday. On Monday, however, Answers Pet Food is actually now
has a lawsuit
against the FDA because the FDA says, no, in your processed cat foods and your bags and your cans of cat foods, we're not going to tell you what the ingredients are, but we're going to try to stop the companies like that we feed of fresh food ingredients that are transparent with, we don't even have to go through the FDA because they're just going to be transparent and say, this is how we source our food.
To the consumer.
This is to us as the consumer.
Right.
This is where our ingredients come from. It's never a diseased or dying animal. It's never a euthanized animal. That's why we feed a fresh food diet. And the answers is actually suing the FDA for trying to shut this down, basically. So what Cat Tip of the Day was on Friday, and I really want you guys to do this. If you would for us, please do this. Go to freedomtofeed.info. I was hoping you'd write it down.
I know, I was trying to.
We're just going to put it in the link right now. freedomtofeed.info and sign the petition. So we need petition signers. All you have to do is, it's going to pop up after you sign it and say, will you donate to this I petition, whatever. Don't do that. You don't have to do that.
That's
if you want to do that,
page.
do that. But
it's not.
It has nothing to do with the actual.
Did I spell that right?
Signing
freedomtofeed.info.
Yes. So we have it in the comments now. Click on that if you will, please.
Yeah.
And go sign that petition. We need all the signatures possible because so that we can stop this, so that we as cat parents, us specifically, and all of you guys that also feed a fresh food diet aren't stopped. They can literally, they're trying to literally stop us from being able to feed fresh food diets and made by these awesome companies. So if you will go and sign the freedomtofeed.info. We just left a link in there. And just sign the petition, and that was my cat tip. So
I think I did.
Thank you very much.
I needed to do www.
No, you are struggling.
I'm
gonna just take your phone away from you.
But look, when I do that,
it's quite all right. Somebody else will. Who is the man? Ushinagi.
Ushinagi. Good question.
Yeah,
but
good question.
We're gonna just keep it a mystery. Because technically we're the two crazy cat ladies, so I'm going to let you go with that.
Two crazy cat ladies.
Sarah said, do you have the same thing for the
dogs too? Do you do the same thing for the dogs too, may I ask, or just for the cats only? Sarah, are you asking?
Same thing for the dogs for...
actually, anything, yeah. I would do any, I don't know.
No, any of the cat tips.
Of any of the cat tips, I would do the same for your dog, yes. Make an emergency kit for your dog, absolutely. Sign the petition for your dog, absolutely. Natural flea protection, yes. Yeah, you can do all the same for your dog.
Yes.
We're just focused on cats.
Dina said, oh my God, I didn't realize the splint was gone. Yay, because you flew.
Yeah, it is. I still put it on from time to time, and then I take it off because it sometimes hurts. A little... But yeah.
How do you make them bounce like that?
This is literally because it's weak, because I've had it gone so long, so it literally shakes on its own now.
Oh, yo. What?
Yeah, it's kind of freaky. I don't like it.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, JD.
Thank you. Okay, JD posted it.
freedomtofeed.info. Yes. Thank you so much, because I struggle bus.
Just with the internet in general.
Just with the internet in general.
Just with
It's a wonder I know how to email people.
She doesn't even know how to use Facebook, really, to be honest. So anyway, that was our cat tip review. I think can you do the Vulcan thing?
Nanu.
Nanu.
Oh, that's not the Vulcan thing.
What's the Vulcan
thing? Or live long and prosper. That's the Vulcan thing. But what is I forget what Nanu is. Did you get yours off? And I'm now wearing one. Oh no. I know. But the Vulcan thing is like Star Trek. Live long and prosper is like a different thing. She's never seen Star Trek. She's never seen Star Wars. No. She certainly doesn't get, what is it,
I think I have seen Star Trek. That's where my mom watched growing up a lot, so I've seen it.
Stargate. Don't even get her on Stargate.
Why do I have so many stars?
Dana said you got yours off, and now I'm wearing one. I tore a thumb ligament on the
board. Sorry, Dana. That sucks.
Oh, hey, Trisha. I'm sorry you're getting ready to start work. You're so hardcore. Dr. Spock. Yes.
Dr. Spock.
That's Star Trek.
I don't know.
But she can do it.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us
Yes,
on this
happy
Sunday. We love you guys so much. Come and see us on Wednesday. It's
Who knows
possible
what
that
we'll
we'll even
have.
have a giveaway.
You guys were so
We shall
excited about this.
see. Yeah, we're super excited. So
Yeah.
come back and see us on Wednesday. And until then, we'll see us in our stories because we're going to be working on stories this week.
Yeah.
So
I might even try one.
Adrian's
And Lord
gonna-
knows how I struggle.
yeah, I'm going to teach her
We're gonna
tonight
have a
on
little
how
tutorial.
to use a Facebook story or an Instagram story.
Yep.
And we're going to have a little
yourself.
tutorial
Once
together.
I get started.
Yeah.
Ha,
You never know what you're going to see. So join us in our stories, and we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Love you so much.
love you
Mwah.
guys. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.